If you want to discuss the topic of hidden sales, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and I am going to do a bit of a different video today for you. I don't usually do discussion type videos, but in this case, I feel like I really should. And I want to go back a little bit to discuss the Sephora summer bonus sale, I think it was called, right before Labor Day weekend. And I had made some recommendations for that sale. I will put the first and the second video right here. And I very much stand by those recommendations. But if you watched or will watch those videos, you will have noticed or will notice that I was very tempered in my suggestions for the sale, repeating regularly that 20% off is nothing. It is not a sale in my estimation. It is a mild discount, almost like a frequent buyer maybe perk that some company might offer. 20% off really is nothing. And some of my recommendations were actually for products that were already discounted that you could get for an extra 20% off, or some very solid products, mostly skincare, that I thought were useful to get because they don't often go on discount. I just don't think that 20% off is a great time to get a product that is often just overpriced to begin with. So, why am I talking about this? I am talking about this because right after the 20% off sale, a bunch of palettes, skincare, makeup tools went on for 30 to 60% off on the Sephora site. The 20% off may have been gone, but there was a bunch of Tarte and Too Faced palettes, among many others, that were on sale. There was a bunch of Makeup Forever tools and makeup on sale. There was a plethora of products for far less, as in a bigger discount, than what was available during the Sephora summer bonus sale. And I think that that's important to mention, because just because a company touts the amazingness of a sale doesn't mean that it's actually some of the best sales that they'll do throughout the year. I think that the hype enables a company to offer less of a discount. I want to mention that because Sephora is not the only company to do that. Shoppers Drug Mart will also do it from time to time, and Urban Decay as well. And I wanted to talk a little bit about all of those. Before I leave Sephora though, one of the recommendations I made, and a purchase I mentioned that I did make during the sale, were the nail polishes. And I wanted to take a moment to show you a couple of these nail polishes. So I'm going to show you my nails, and hopefully it focuses because it's a lot of bright little flecks of color. So you'll see multicolored, my nails are terrible, I know, but multicolored little glitter pieces, almost like confetti. That's the fireworks color. And then underneath it is after, I think it's after work drinks or something, it's the navy blue. I'll just show you the two without the sticker in front. There we go. These are the two colors. And I cannot tell you, I'm so happy with the purchase. They're $7. I got them for They're $7, and I got them for $5.60 each with a 20% off. And so this to me is they're reasonable purchases. I think at $7, to me they're a little pricey, but $5.60 for a mini, it's 5 ml. I think I'm very happy with the combination, very happy with the purchase. And I purchased a total of 5 of these. But they weren't my first time using these, and I do know that I very much like the formula, and I like the staying power. The staying power on these is about 5 to 7 days, similar to the Ciate London nail polishes. So very happy, and I use a Deborah Lippmann base and a top coat to seal the nails. So anyway, I thought I would just mention that in passing. And I want to talk about the products that came on after the summer bonus sale. I mentioned that a lot of things went on for half price or better, and I want to show you the products that I picked up. This one was actually a product in the sale section that has been around for a while, but it was out of stock for the longest time, and I think they just found more stock and replenished, so to speak. And it's called, this is 35 Reality Check, and these are the colorful gloss balms from Sephora, and I think that they were regular sale price for a bunch of these was $5.40, and I missed the chance to get 20% off on this, but the color wasn't available and I was not willing to substitute for something else. This is really the color I wanted. But there are quite a few still that are at $5.40, and I think that these lip balms, what is it, colorful gloss balm, are really, really great. They feel great on the lips, and I think they're a steal. So I thought I would just mention that from the sales section. Like I said, if they had been available at the 20% off, I certainly would have picked that color up as well. I also want to mention that the one product that I got from Tarte during this extra Labor Day sale, and I'm going to, I hate it when these little tabs don't open up. I've got two of these boxes, so I'll show you the one unopened box. So it looks like this. Very hard to see on camera, apparently. It is the Tarte Brow Gel, and it looks like this. And the reason I was very interested in, come on, focus, black, gold on black just doesn't work. Anyway, I'll show you the wand. That is part of why I wanted to try this. The wand is a lot smaller than the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I had a feeling that I would appreciate the wand. Now, as far as value for money, almost two of these is required to make it similar to the size of the ABH Clear Brow Gel, and these are $26 regular price. They are not good value for the amount of product, but they were half off. They were half off, I'm pretty sure. I think they were 13 as opposed to 26 Canadian. And they contain 5 ml, and I think the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, don't quote me on it, is 8.6 ml. I will put it on the screen if I am wrong, if it's different, but I think it's 8.6 ml. So I got two of them plus that gloss that I mentioned to you. I didn't necessarily have to get two of these, but there's nothing else that I wanted to buy. And they had fairly good ratings on the Sephora site, so I'm pretty confident that I will like it. And it's just clear brow gel. It's not a big deal. But I do want to mention why I wanted my purchase to be big enough. And that is because I wanted to get this little guy. And it was a deluxe sample gift with purchase. And it is called the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. Simple name, and it's a 2 ml product. I got one during the sale for myself and then saw what it was and then decided that I wanted to pick one up if I had a chance, again, a sample for a friend of mine. So I got a great deal on 3 products, and I was able to get this to set aside for a friend of mine who I think will really enjoy having a chance to try a few different eye primers. So these products were not during a sale that was being hyped. And I ended up getting the best value from those products compared to a lot of products that were available during the sale that was such a big deal. So yeah, unannounced and pretty amazing. And if I had been in the market for eyeshadow palettes, which if you watch this channel, you know I don't need anymore, I would have had so much to choose from. And if you've been hoping for some Too Faced palettes or Tarte palettes, I think that you would have been able to get some pretty amazing options. I mean, the Remix palette from Tarte was available. A lot of, I would say, classic Too Faced, a lot of classic Tarte, including some newer palettes as well were available. I thought that that was a pretty amazing number of items that were somewhere between 40 and 60% off, which was pretty fabulous. And I would be really annoyed if I'd been one of those folks who purchased one of those pellets, one or more of those pellets at 20% off, when just a week later or so, I think it was about a week later, they came on for that big of a discount. I would have been peeved if I'd been one of those people. So yeah, it's not necessarily, sales are not always what they're cracked up to be. One more example. There was not that long ago an Urban Decay sale as well on their website, and all of a sudden, right after the Labor Day weekend, they did a 3-day single item sale. And I think it was to ramp up a little bit for the Naked Honey palette. They had 3 days of sales. The first one was for a limited number of Vice lipsticks. There were 9 in total. The next day was $10 for certain eyeshadow singles, usually $25 Canadian, and the Vice lipsticks were on for 10 each, usually $25 Canadian. And then the third day was for the liquid highlighters. I was a little bit surprised by the sale because $10 for a $25 item, that's 60% off. That's a significant discount. And I am a big lover of Vice lipsticks, and actually I am wearing one today because I picked up 3 of them, $10 each. And along with those 3 lipsticks were a 4-pack sample of the Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses that I absolutely love. And there was also a mini all-nighter setting spray that came with as well. And a primer potion samples, I think Sin and the traditional eye primer came with as well. Finally, a mini lipstick, Vice lipstick in the color Venom, also came with those 3 lipsticks at $10 each. So I was really happy with that. And I'd like to show you those 3 lipsticks right away. I'll show you the Venom sample first because that's the one I'm likely to forget about. If you've ever received a Christmas set of minis from Urban Decay, it's the same size. And this is not the one that I received. It's the second one that I have from my collection. And let me just make sure. Yeah, it's a cream lipstick. And I'll just do a swatch for you. So that is the one that came with the other 3. Of course, the same color, but like I said, this one was already in my collection. And I'm going to show you the 3 other lipsticks. Now again, I'm getting these at a price better than typical promotion pricing. And here is the one I'm wearing today, which is Accident, and it's a metallized brown, as you can tell. I don't know why I have trouble opening these. This is what the lipstick looks like. Just put it on today for the first time. And it's a beautiful, I think it's a beautiful color. There it is right there. Vice lipsticks are really good, I have to say. 2 more. This one I'm really, really curious about. I have not swatched it yet. It's called Backfire. Again, a metallized lipstick. I think I was into the metallized options this time around. This is what it looks like. I have not touched it yet. I love purple. If you don't know that about me yet, I love purple. And I was really just curious about this one. And it was kind of neat because here they came on sale, $10 each, just 9 of them, but still. The week after I went and picked up Bobby Dazzle, which was one that I had lost last year, I talked about it in a separate video. There we go, Backfire. I think that's a really nice color. Really nice color. I think I'm going to really enjoy that one. Just going to even it out just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Super, super nice. Very happy with this one. I think with a pink or purple look, Backfire will look really nice. And finally, last but not least, and this is the one I'm so curious about. It's been kind of on my wish list for a long time, at least a year and a half, and it's Voodoo. And it is another metallized. So I went with nothing but metallized lipsticks, except for the cream lipstick, which was the Venom that I got as a sample. So here we go, again, full size, and this is Voodoo. And it's a kind of a black, it's a very deep purple with metal flecks in it. And I just think it looks so cool. It's a really deep purple with a pink micro shimmer. That's the best way I can describe it. And I think it looks so neat. So for a smoky eye, I mean a plum or eggplant smoky eye, and this, oh, you really can see the color now. And that lipstick, the Voodoo, I think it would look so good. So I'm really happy with having picked up these three colors. Of course, I really appreciate having this color, and I can't wait to pass on the sample to someone else. But I'm even thinking that this one with this in the center would be a really nice match. And let me know what you think of Accident. I think it looks pretty good, and I think I matched it up with a decent eye look today. But yeah, you know, $10 each, 60% off, unannounced. Just showed up on the given day, and we had one day to purchase, and there you go. So big hyped up sales events are not necessarily the cat's meow. I think that this year has offered a number of examples of that. I would not be surprised that at least we each have, if you've purchased a number of items this year, that we've each been burnt at least once or twice, thinking that there was a sale that was kind of a one-time thing, only to find out weeks or at most a month or two later that the discount was double what we received. Especially if you look for sales, it can be a little bit of leave a bitter taste in your mouth, if that's the expression. So I think that we are well advised to be patient and wait, and not let the crescendo of the anticipation of a sale drive our behavior. It should really be every single time, is this really good value for my money? Is this really good value for my money? And repeating the mantra as opposed to being swept away. It's almost like a bad sale is almost like a riptide. Like it pulls you out, and then you kind of feel swept up in that current, and you make purchases that you may not have wanted, or you make purchases and later on think, you know, it just wasn't worth my hard-earned money. And I think that watching out for those stealth opportunities that are 50% off or more are a lot more rewarding, and they're less impulsive, to me anyway, because there isn't all that hype and FOMO associated with them. Anyway, that's my opinion. I would love to hear what you think. Obviously, brands, companies play lots of games, but I guess I'm just trying to say we need to evaluate the true value as opposed to the perception of value, the perception of opportunity that we're being sold. I guess if you just bring it down to the one message, that would be it. I would love to hear if you have taken advantage of some stealth sales lately, and what products it is that you found. Or if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, and that the 20% off sales in the spring, late summer, and fall are absolutely worth it, you let me know. I am quite open to the discussion and would love to hear what you think. Thank you for listening to my rambles, because there have been a few. And I do thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, as always. But for now, take care.